Good morning and welcome back, everyone. Joining us today, Richard Brick. Richard, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hard to believe that it's December, but we have to start thinking about tax time right now, don't we?
Yes, it's very important. You need to think about your tax liabilities. You need to think about getting all the forms that you need in order so that you can go ahead and have your taxes prepared in a prompt manner.
Now, it's confusing for anybody, but for seniors, it can be very confusing getting those taxes done the right way. You're sort of doing a call out. First, let's hear about, how the AARP can help people when they need to get their taxes done.
The AARP Foundation Tax Aid Program is set up to do low and moderate income families with special emphasis on folks that are 60 and above.
Okay.
We work through the Senior Center in Marquette primarily. We do a couple of days in Gwynn during the tax season and a couple of days in Negaunee. The scheduling is all set up through the folks at the Senior Center.
Okay, but you were saying that you would love to see this program expand out even further, but it's going to take some manpower.
Yes, and the manpower needs are not just in Marquette. They're across the entire Upper Peninsula.
Okay.
There are groups in Escanaba, Iron Mountain, Houghton, Newberry. All the folks really need some help.
All right, so now if a person wants to volunteer, but maybe they're like, I'm not real good with numbers, you say not to be afraid of that.
Right. The best thing to remember is we're working with computers. We're entering the information in. The computers do all the calculations. There's no adding, no multiplying. It really works very well.
Okay, now what kind of training could they expect if they want to volunteer? Is it extensive, or is it something that, they're going to have to go to like a ton of meetings?
It varies.
Okay.
A lot of folks work well in a group, and we do that. But there's also self-study that you can do. We have programs that are available through the Internal Revenue System that allow you to practice going through and preparing tax returns. And an important thing to remember too is that we are certified tax preparers, that the IRS demands that we do the same training that professional preparers do.
Okay. Now, if somebody is getting enthused and they're like, boy, this is something that I'd really like to help out, how can they get a hold of you to become a volunteer this year and help out?
The quickest way is to go to the tax aid program going through the AARP website. It's www.aarp.org/taxaid. And there will be a spot that says, would you like to volunteer? All you have to do is click on that. There's a brief form that you have to fill out. It gets to the appropriate person. The folks in this area would be referred to me.
Okay.
Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to give me a call at 869-9504.
All right, super. Richard, again, thank you for coming in, letting us know about this. This is such an important program, and if you've got the time to help, this is a very worthwhile way to make a difference for somebody. So
it is.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And your TV6 Morning Show will be right back.